Hi everyone, welcome to lindasueplantsforyou. I'm going to do a quick short video here, just kind of an update on one of my plants. I was watering my plants in my bathroom and I went to put some water in my Sansevieria Cylindrica, and two of these were kind of on an angle, and so I thought, what the heck is going on? And I touched it and it fell over. Now, I've had this plant in my bathroom for several years. Not a fast grower, but that's okay because the spot I have it in doesn't have a lot of room. So that is really why I chose this plant specifically, because I wanted some green in my bathroom, and most of you know I have no natural light in there, so I wasn't sure if anything was going to grow with the LEDs unless I got a real high-powered grow light, which I didn't want to have in my bathroom. So as it turns out, I just use LED bulbs and they're working out fine. I'm going to be doing an update on that shortly. With the other plants, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 plants with this one. But anyway, today's video is about this. As you can see, the root system on here is not very impressive. I don't believe that these normally have a huge root system, but some of these, for the size of the plant, you can see my experience with plants and my common sense tells me there was a problem here. Now, I hate to keep harping on the thrips issue, but I'm pretty sure that might be part of the cause of what happened. And yes, I did treat this, but probably it was, had done a lot of damage before I got to it. But as you can see, there's new growth. Oh, there I go, shoving it in your face again. I apologize. You see the little new growths coming up here, and I think they all have at least one new shoot. Yep, this one has a couple. So what I did is I took them. I had this inside of this pot because I still have the older dark fixtures. I forget what they called it, oiled brass or something. So I thought this would look nice in there, but it was too big for this plant, so I put it inside of here, and it also sits off the bottom just about that far. So I thought if there is any water, well, you can see that lip on the bottom of the pot, it holds it that far off the bottom. So if there is any extra water down in there, it's away from the soil. I can't suck it back up again. But I've always been very careful about watering her, and again, you know me, I'm a chronic underwaterer, so just grab my scoop here. So anyways, I took it out, I washed it all off, and she could use a new soil too, so it really wasn't that big a deal. I was kind of glad to see what was happening in there and give her a fresh new start. So that's all we're going to do today. I have a mixture here of, I believe it's Leapfrog. I believe that's the brand I'm using right now. And I use different brands, but that has really been my go-to. That's kind of been, I've had the most luck with. So, Leapfrog potting soil mix, and a little perlite, and some sand, and some cocoa coir, and that's what I have in there. I'll add some worm castings later after I water it. I'll put a little on the top of the soil and water it in. I didn't bring them with me. I don't think I have them here. Do I? No. Oh yeah, I do. Hold on, I got some right here. I'm still waiting on, my husband is building me something that's going to make my plant life so much easier. And I'm excited about that. And it's coming. We had to order a part, and it's going to take 6 weeks, and that was about a week and a half ago, so it'll be a while. But in the meantime, just bear with me. Okay, I'm going to put this, now, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you are going to be thinking that's a lot of soil for those little bit of roots, and you're exactly right, it is. And under normal circumstances, I wouldn't overpot cactus. I wouldn't do that, or Sansevieria. But because I'm you know, determined to have this in my bathroom with this in it, I'm going to take the chance. So I'm going to plant it. I need more. And if there's a little left over and I have to use this for another plant, it's quite alright. The sand will not hurt anything. And I try to use that whenever I'm planting cacti or Sansevieria and succulents, because they seem to like it. I started using that years ago, and it just was seemed to be a good fit. Okay. We're going to have to put a little water in here because very dry soil. And I haven't been doing a lot of repotting this last month, so my soil is very, very dry. Okay. Alright, get my little poker. Actually, I think I'm going to put my worm castings in before I do that. Just a little bit. Not even going to use that whole amount. I just used about half of what was on this little scooper. And put a little more water. I don't want to put too much water in here. I believe that I overwatered this, by the way, which for me is, you know, that's just very strange. But yep, that's what I think happened. And I think perhaps she had a problem with the, I mistook what I was seeing for needing water, when actually it was probably the thrips damage. I should have taken it out right away and looked at it, but I didn't. So, but I think she'll be okay. I hope so. And again, I'm not looking to necessarily grow this big and huge like I've seen some. Oh my goodness, some of these I've seen are just out of this world beautiful. But I can enjoy those by watching their videos. I don't have to own it. And I have to be careful because I still have quite a few plants on my wish list that I would like to get in the next few years, if not before, and I need to keep room for them. And all my plants are getting so big that I worry I'm going to run out of room. My husband and I have kind of a standing joke where every once in a while I get my mom used to say, don't get your nose out of joint. And every so often I do. I get frustrated because I could just live in the greenhouse. I want more plant room. What I really would like more than anything is to be able to add on a room onto my living room. Just for plants. All windows. And every once in a while I'll say to my husband, well, can you just go ahead and build that room for me now? And he'll say, yep, sure. No problem, honey. And I'll say, well, if we ever win the lottery, that's the first thing I'm going to do. And his response to that every time is, honey, you have to play the lottery in order to win the lottery. And I don't. So, yeah, we get a good laugh. What are you going to do? Okay. I mean, just the right amount, I think, here. I have to be very careful that we don't put the soil level any higher than it was originally, because that can cause a plant to rot, and especially a succulent. And that soil is going to settle down too after a while. That's what they do. So they're a little loose in there. Now I also did have river rock on the top of here because I like the way it looked, and it does help to keep pests out of the soil, but I'm going to leave that off for now because I think that played a part in my overwatering. Had I not had that on there, instead of guessing at what was going on, I could have stuck my finger down there and realized that it wasn't a watering issue. So I'm going to leave that off of there for now, and till we at least get her back to normal. Let me give her a little more water. I think she's going to be okay. I'll do an update on her, but I've been trying to remember to put a napkin or paper towel under my pots because I noticed my finish on my table is getting dull, and I think it's because I keep scratching it with my soil in my pots. But I don't always remember until I go to edit my video and I can hear that scraping. Goes right through me. It's like, oh, my table, my table. Okay, folks, this is it. I'm going to put her back in the bathroom, and like I said, in the near future I'll be doing a video of that room and the plants that I have in there, so you'll be able to see what she looks like in there. And in the meantime, I'm going to call it a day and hope that y'all have a good rest of your day. And thank you so much for coming. If you like my video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you have Facebook and you want to share, please do. And if you really like it and you want to be notified of my next video, then do hit the subscribe button, okay? that really helps me. All right. Okay, well, that'll do it for today. Thank you all for coming. Bye now.